Hey everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon session. So, in our previous session, we just had Micha and Ostinato. We just focused on them because Jeff's player, Jacob, decided, no, I'm gonna prioritize school like a responsible person. Pff, what a loser. No, I'm kidding. We at for legal reasons, we at Seton Hall, at the Seton Hall Gaming Sector, promote being a responsible student. But no. So, before we get into a recap, I just wanna, because Jacob never tuned into the stream, I just wanna, Jacob, I just want your reaction to this.
This will be good.
This is how we ended the last session.
What the heck?
Okay. Anyways, all right. So, let's go back to the map.
What if I get reckless electricity back, and then I get the abominable ability,
No.
which ignores the recoil keyword when attacking?
Nuh-uh. Anyways. All right. So, in the previous session, we focused on. First, we had Ostinato and Kara, who found out through the dismay of the Infernal Cult that the red orb that they had gotten as the Magma Stone from the Crimson Island was in fact out of power, and without power they could not free Groudon, and so they had to resort to locating some sort of source of powerful infinity energy in order to power up the red orb, and that led Jasper, the shiny Heatran, the child of the Heatran that is working with the Infernal Cult, to suggest going to Ivory Island, where the residents worship the forces of nature, and Jasper suggested exploiting the rivalry between Tornadus and Thundurus there, and basically just take their power to power the red orb. And so Ostinato and Kara were assigned to join Jasper along with a Revavroom named Mela. And so they went off to Ivory Island, met some of the denizens, and were led to the Abundant Shrine. And in that shrine, in the mountains from that shrine, the Ostinato and Kara split off from Mela and Jasper and ran into the Chimecho that they had encountered all the way back in Shamrock Island that gave them the cleanse tags along with a Miss Magius, and they both warned Ostinato and Kara about their predicament and gave them some advice on dealing with the forces of nature. And so they pressed on and encountered Tornadus and Thundurus together battling, and Ostinato made some galling Splatoon takes that enraged Tornadus and Thundurus so much that they proceeded to do battle with them. Excuse me. Only for what was it, Jack?
They just released the patch notes for the next update. I could have come up with way worse takes than I did last session.
Oh, okay. So the takes you came up with are now outdated. Okay. Yeah.
No, they're still out. They're still distasteful now. I just could come up with even worse ones now that we have new information.
All right, don't worry.
I think the new Explorer kit was a good design choice.
Okay.
That's my take.
But yeah, however, Ostinato and Kara were able to gain the upper hand as they weren't constantly stepping over each other's toes, or in Ostinato's case, flippers, and actually worked together against Tornadus and Thundurus. And then the Chimecho and Miss Magius joined in and combined themselves to reveal their true form as Enamorous. And then, just as they were trying to come up with a plan against the Infernal Cult, Jasper arrives on their own, revealing that that he is actually trying to prevent Groudon's awakening instead of causing it. However, he did mention that he was supposed to meet someone else, but they haven't arrived yet. So that's what Ostinato and Kara have been doing. Meanwhile, Micha, after her, Gemma, and Damien were captured, had awoken. Micha had awoken to find herself in this strange metal cage. And at first she was worried that she would be trapped. No matter what she did, she couldn't break out. Only to be broken out by, of all people, Silver, the baby Lugia. And Silver had heard some strange, had felt some strange call coming from this ship that reminded them of their mother. And so they came to investigate and found Micha instead. And so they tagged along, they joined up with Micha as the two went through the ship and eventually came into contact with Damien. And with the mockery of Micha and Damien's parents through the intercom, found out that Damien had an artificial megastone implanted into his chest that, while it made him powerful and allowed him to transform into different evolutions similarly to how Micha could, it was slowly killing him. And Micha and Damien's parents forced them to do battle against each other, and Micha and Silver were able to defeat Damien. And then just after that, they were able to reunite with Calamity and Gemma. And before confronting Amity and Eclipse, Micha's parents, they proceeded to teleport off with a familiar-looking Gothitelle as a magnetic golem proceeded to self-destruct, destroying the ship and causing it to sink. So, we have seen what two of our main characters have been up to. Let's find out what the third player has been up to with Chef. Now, Chef, you have been in holding for quite a bit. Let me get different music.
I thought I was muted that entire time.
But you have been in actually a familiar location. You're back in the Cyan Ice Caps. And how do you feel?
I'm a little confused. I thought I went through a teleporter, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just saying, this isn't like immediately after you were captured. You were like taken here by the Abyssal Cult and just placed here for like a while. But the memories of what transpired in your home, seeing your father gravely wounded, and both you and Suicune putting up a fierce battle, but unfortunately your options were limited, and both you and the Cobalt Treasure, which is revealed to be the blue orb, were both taken.
Mm-hmm. I'm just pondering. Looking into the water. Staring at my reflection. Thinking. This was the place that we first met Roosevelt, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Just getting a general sense. I guess Chef's gonna do what he always does. He's just gonna sit and wait.
Poor Chef, he's been doing a lot of sitting and waiting recently.
Yeah.
And then eventually you hear footsteps coming from up north. Eventually you can distinguish that it's 3 pairs of footsteps. And in walk 3 interesting Pokemon. Ones that have closer ties to others, but you've only met once.
Oh.
Chef, these are the Marowaks that you first saw back in, what was it? Amber Island. Now, they stand before you with Abyssal Cult apparel. And
Dan, just as a reminder, does Chef know the relation between these Marowaks and Ostinato?
Nope.
I don't think Ostinato has ever spoken to Chef about this.
He hasn't spoken to anyone except for Kara about it. But
Alright, so
yep.
I know these people are assholes at least.
Jacob, we just started the stream.
Oh, you're gonna count that one as a curse?
Gamer,
Yes.
how does crap count, but that doesn't? How? I'm gonna lose it.
My brother.
Crap is
I'm
a curse
slowly
word.
testing the limits here.
What do you mean test it? I'm gonna lose it. It's. I'm muted.
Alright,
Bye-bye.
fine. They are arson.
That's still a curse. That's just British.
British? Whatever.
Hey,
Let's
British
not. Okay.
doesn't count.
Anyways, so.
They're big meaty heads. There.
Anyways, so the largest Marowak, who you can, it's safe to assume that there is their leader, steps up to you. He's like, "You're a chef, huh?"
Yes,
We've met before, haven't we?
we have.
Interesting. We've grown since then, both physically and metaphorically. We've heard of your exploits on the Whirl Islands and in the capital. Impressive work. You'll do fine here. I've heard something else, and I'd like you to verify it for me.
Verify. Is that a Twitter Elon Musk reference?
What is that?
Oh my.
Jack, shut up. Anyways, tell me, were you the ones to take in Kara after we banished her?
Yes, she needed somewhere to go.
Well, let's hope she's been more of an asset than a liability.
Kara has been very beneficial to her
Took her long enough.
in more than just combat.
Well, better late than never, I suppose. Anyways, and she proceeds to snap her fingers. Meryl, bring the boy's new uniform. And she steps aside, and Meryl walks over carrying some new mittens and an apron.
Oh boy, alright, let's see what these are. Okay, multi-sided, choose side.
I already did it.
I already did it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just striped, okay. Oh, and the apron too.
Yep. Welcome to the Abyssal Cult.
Mm-hmm. I am visibly not pleased. We'll put it like that. But what and in that comment of she was finally useful, I've been visibly not happy.
Anyways, then Nemesis approaches and is like, we should go. The leaders want all of us to join in. We have important matters to discuss. You should come with us too, Chef. There's much to learn. especially with someone as promising as you and what you can bring to the table.
I see.
As the three of them proceed to make their way back deeper into the cave.
I follow.
All right.
Oh, is there something we need to change on my end for like the accuracy since I wasn't here last session?
I mean, not really. Like, your accuracy. What was your attack stat?
5.
I mean, so as long as you, did you put a +1 in your accuracy bonus? If so,
No, I just kept adding that in my head.
Yeah, so then don't
Cool,
worry about
then
it.
you don't need to do anything. Just
Yeah.
don't add
Nothing
in your head
matters.
anymore.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah,
Also, your evasion boosts are gone.
yeah,
Reduced
Oh,
to
yeah,
ashes.
I've made those changes. I knew what to do
Cool.
there.
yeah. Anyways, so
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
you follow the Skull Clan. You follow them deeper in, and you come to a familiar area, a familiar ice throne, and you see several, what you can probably guess are higher up members of the Abyssal Cult, including Archie, the Sharpedo that you met in the Cobalt Island, who sort of vouched for you to convince you to join, and Manaphy with the blue orb. And with that, Archie begins speaking. Okay, good. Everyone's all right. Everyone's finally with us. All right, everyone. We've made some great progress in recent days. So, well, we were able to take advantage of that little prison breakout a while back that the Infernal Cult had done and got some of our members back. And with the added numbers, we're able to launch a successful attack on Cobalt Island, and finally, after many, many years, the Cobalt Treasure, the Blue Orb, stands before us. And Manaphy with Blue Orb floating in front of them is like, yes, we've made a very large step into reaching our goal. With this,
Can we call it? Wait, can we call it the blorb and the rorb?
No,
And the blue and red orbs.
no,
I want the blorb.
no.
Jack, how many times are you gonna kill the tension? And God, oh man, this is a certified ADHD moment.
This is so real.
Mhm.
I'm also unmedicated because the American psychiatric industry makes me want to commit crimes.
Oh my God.
In Minecraft, of course.
in Minecraft, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
All right.
As in also unmedicated.
Same. I have not been medicated in a while. Anyways, let's not talk about that. We're talking about Pokemon cults. So, Manaphy is like, we were finally close to releasing Kyogre. And once Kyogre awakens, we convert this world back to where it once was. A world full of sea. Enough for all of us to prosper. And like, you, Chef, as you look, you look over at the Skull Clan and you like, the idea of how would a bunch of ground and fire types enjoy being in water? Why are they here?
Hold on, wait, what?
Or Palo Sands in disguise.
Oh yeah, there's a Swampert here.
Gastrodon! Gastrodon! Raw!
Oh, you're talking about the Mawwiles. Not the Mawwiles, the
Marowak.
Wax.
Marowak, that's the term.
Yeah, so...
That is kind of strange.
Uh-huh. Anyways. And then, after that, the Greninja, Audrey, speaks up. There is, however, one slight... there is one thing that still needs to remain. I cannot talk today, I'm sorry. that was out of character. Alright. Audrey speaks up.
Oh.
There are still two things that need to be resolved. We have yet to discern the location of Kyogre, And the blue orb is depowered. Our hypotheses say that after many millennia of being in its previous state disguised as an egg, it's lost most of its power. We devised a plan on how to regain it back to its full power. It requires infinity energy, and after enough research, we have come to the conclusion that we must go to an island known as Ivory Island. There, many of the Pokemon worship these legendary Pokemon known as the Forces of Nature. We have learned that two of them in particular, Tornadus and Thundurus, have a rivalry between each other. Our objective is to use that rivalry to our advantage, exploit it, and then strike them when they're weak. And with that, we can absorb their power to power up the blue orb. And Manaphy floats over, is like, yes, that is correct. And that is a well thought out plan. We do require some Pokemon to go in and survey the island. If they can retrieve the power up the blue orb on their own, this will be much easier. However, if not, we will launch a full assault on the island if necessary. Aquamarine, my child. Oh wait, Jacob, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
What? Just a quick question. Is that orb alive? You said it was an egg before.
And like to that question, a couple of some of the other Pokemon like kind of like laugh, and then the Walrein Matt is like, actually, yeah, he's got a point. Like when I heard it was disguised as an egg, I was like, wait, so is it a Pokemon? And Manaphy sort of like rolls their eyes like, mortals. No, it was disguised as one. Even more insultingly, it was disguised as an egg, as a Manaphy egg. So no, this is not alive. It is simply an object of power.
Okay.
However, it is powered by the energy that flows through all of us. Infinity energy.
Chef checks himself. Where's this energy?
Let's see. Nemesis sort of like leans over, is like, it's basically your soul.
Oh, okay.
And Manaphy outstretches a hand towards Aquamarine. Aquamarine, my child, I entrust you onto this mission. You may pick whichever Pokemon here to aid you. And Aquamarine floats over, and the blue orb floats towards them. And they turn around and look at everyone. It's like, we'll keep it small, and we'll survey the island. We'll retrieve information if we're able to get the energy soon. We'll do that. If it's too much of a risk, we'll just come back. Chef.
Yes?
You are known as a protector. One who is willing to take hits and keep his friends safe. I'm sure if we ever get into a pinch, then you'll be a wonderful asset.
Yes, I can keep others safe very easily.
Wonderful. Then you shall be my first partner. And Shelly the Swamper is like, is that a good idea, getting the newbie here? Not to mention, he might attract too much attention. Well, that is possible, however, that does not detract that he is very valuable in battle. And Shelly just like backs up, like, fine, you say so. Let's see. And Aquamarine ponders. Audrey, Do you know?
Is this
What's
is
up?
this still the same day, by the way?
The same day as you got captured? No, this is like it's been at least like.
Okay, resetting some things.
Yeah. It's at least been a day. Aquaman's like, Audrey, tell me, what? Do you know anything about these Pokemon, the forces of nature? Well, from what I recall, obviously they're all associated with weather, different seasons. And I believe that also means that they're all share one thing, and that is that they're all flying type. Then maybe, and then Guardia raises a club. Take us with you. We may be ground types, but but we are well versed in evening the odds against flying types. We can handle it. Plus, if any weather's involved, there might be there's a chance that, especially from that thunderous guy, he sounds like he might bring electric moves. Bringing two water types brings a bit of a risk in that sense. Myself and Marrow are ground types, and we should be able to handle that. You do bring up a good point, Guardia. In that case... How about... And then Marrow from the back, like, stands up, is like, I volunteer. I'd gladly aid you on this mission. Very well. Then, Chef and Marrow, you will aid me on this mission. And Amber the Crawdon is like, only two? Is that really a good idea? Well, like I said, we're only there for surveillance. If we can get the mission done sooner, then we will. But if it's too much of a risk, we'll leave. And then, all of us can go. Alright, fine. Okay. And then Matt sort of mutters, I think it'd be easier if we just did a full-on assault right off the bat. Saves the time. Well, the less bloodshed, the better. Besides, if a few of us being attacked or captured is much better than all of us getting attacked or captured.
Indeed.
Then Archie's like, all right, then it's settled. Audrey and I will, then we shall all make our way to Ivory Island, and you three will lead the way in. And then if anything happens, you report back. Understood? Yes, Archie. Wonderful. Now, let's get this going. Oh, I can already taste the victory. And so...
Oh boy. Layla, just checking. I got ingredients after the whole golden trial thing, right?
Yeah. In fact, you got 5 of each in your in that little document.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Basically, every single type of ingredient, you got 5 of each, so you have plenty.
Okay, I'll remember that.
So, bringing you guys up to the map, you guys are currently up in the north. And so it was a couple of days. Oh, well, actually, no, you guys were teleported there. However, instead of being teleported off to the Ivory Island, you guys decide to be a bit stealthier, and you take a submarine. And while it does take a considerable while to get there, this watercraft actually moves very fast. In just a few days, you manage to reach the southeast of the archipelago and arrive at Ivory. You arrive in Ivory. I cannot talk right now. In Ivory Island. One sec. Let me just specifically. within a mountain lake.
Could I cook before this point?
Actually, yeah, hold on. We'll say that on the way, they actually do have. Yeah, you guys are. Well, you guys are.
I'd like to take advantage of the cooking that I have.
Yeah. So, I'll give you plenty of time to do that.
Okay, could I make, in this Arctic environment, could I make some tropical curry?
Nice.
Sure. What effect does that give?
Increases defense and special defense by 1 combat stage
Oh god. Alright, yeah, sure.
for the next battle.
So, that reminds me, so Jacob and I were talking about some stuff in regards to, Chef, and one thing in particular is that, Toxapex normally gets Merciless as their high ability, or something like that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really fit Chef though, because Chef isn't exactly merciless.
Yeah, he's a bit more of a pacifist. Unless he gets angry, and then he becomes a, special attacker. But,
Pacifist.
yeah, so while for his burning form Merciless makes sense, not entirely for his normal form, so I decided, I hope I don't regret this, to give Chef Simple, which for those that don't know, doubles the stat changes that the Pokemon gets, both positive and negative. So in this case, Chef in particular is gonna get a +2 to his defense and special defense.
Me when Layla makes us fight Manaphy again, but one of Manaphy's allies uses Simple Beam on it. It gets Simple Tail Glow. That's
So-
a +6 attack. Raw!
Yep.
I guess I'm going to use 3 Pecha Berries for this. And then 1 Curry Mix and 1 Fruit Bunch to create this.
Alright.
Alright, let's make that survival roll!
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a hot minute since we've done this, man. I feel so nostalgic. Okay, yeah, it's alright. It's an okay roll. It's not enough to get the temporary hit points, of course, but
I'm so glad I threw out Simple as a joke.
I don't know if the mic picked that up, but yeah, it is a success.
Oh, yeah.
So you do get the stat increases, just not the extra ticket hit points.
Alrighty then.
That's good enough.
That by oh my god.
Oh god, what are your defenses now?
50?
God. Oh, man.
It's okay. The DM can use it too. It's balanced, therefore.
I know, but oh god. Anyways,
Definitely.
Okay,
balanced.
how does this transfer over to the burning form? Do I keep that stat increase?
yes.
Okay, so it is still 2 stat increases for the burning form too.
That's so silly.
Oh wait. Yeah, cause like stat change is it's yeah, because stat change.
Oh, quick question. Has Micha gotten adaptability by chance?
Yeah. She's
Okay,
been having
I
it.
figured. I thought so. I was making sure.
That's why all her moves do so
I'm like,
much
that's the only
damage.
way Bestie is viable. That's the only way
Yep.
with those stats Bestie.
Yeah, because we
Me when
gave
let-
stab on all.
Me when the
her
Let's
partner
Go
moves.
Eevee. Me when the Let's Go Eevee exists.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point.
Yeah, no, I did not give her the partner Eevee stats. Anyways, so
I do,
eventually
eventually.
you, do you make this for yourself or do you share it?
Oh, I share it!
Okay, do you share it with everyone?
Yes, I share it with the Marowak.
Quick question. Can Jacob use friend guards on people he is not friends or friendly with? Is that possible?
For
He
now, I
dislikes
will
the
count
person.
them as allies, because if not, Chef will also die.
All right.
Just because they're
so-
allies to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say that
To be
you
specific,
get
Friend Guard worked on
allies.
What's the flavor?
an
text
adjacent
on
ally.
Vanguard?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, the flavor text doesn't help my theory.
But yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? With what was I saying? I zoned out for a sec. Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll just say that you do you make enough just for you to share with Aquamarine and Marrow, or everyone else?
I share it with everyone.
All right. That'll since that is a lot, that will also cost. That will just you just basically do it again, like resource-wise.
Oh, I however much I made, I'm not gonna make so much that it costs more ingredients.
Well,
I
mean,
make
if
it
you're
for
gonna feed
myself and 2
everyone,
other people.
You're gonna feed everyone.
Okay, I make it
Jacob,
for myself and 2 other
unfortunately,
people.
unfortunately, Jacob, you are not Jesus Christ. You cannot create like infinite food out of one item.
Well, I mean, let's see. You know, not gonna lie, some of those Abyssal Cult members looking kind of hungry. So maybe it'd be nice to share. You know, for your own good.
You know, sea urchins are
I
a
share
delicacy
it
in
with
some places.
Aquamarine, and I share it with the Marowak, because I know those are the ones working on the mission.
Yeah, the Marowak could ground type move you if they get upset.
Alright.
Me and fire poison type.
Fine, whatever. Anyways.
That way I don't have to expend more ingredients.
Alright, fine, whatever. Alright. So eventually, you reach the mountain lake. And what you've been informed is that this is an underwater just pathway that leads directly to the mountain of Ivory Island, and so just you've been instructed to just explore it and try to find where Tornadus and Thunderous are.
Okay. Do you want me to place my icon on the screen?
Yes. Place it on the shoreline, I guess. And let me... so many tabs and stuff. Okay. Alright. So, with you are Aquamarine and Marrow. Go. Okay, there we go. Finally. Alright. So, you 3 disembark, and Aquamarine has the blue orb in her possession. Alright, let's get started.
Oh boy.
So from above, you can see that there is a pathway that leads into the deeper into the mountain.
I look around.
There does not seem to be any other like opening or anything like that outside it from the path from where you came from.
No, I'm just checking to see if we're being watched right now, other than by the people in the ship.
You can roll a perception check.
Yeah, checking for ambush. I, by the way, did not see the last stream, so I don't know if there would have been something cool here before.
I was legit about to ask. What makes you think there was an ambush? I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, perception. What I get? Oh, dude.
You're looking around and you hear
not
a noise
roll.
and it startles you only for it to just be some falling rocks that just fall and plop down right next to you. And
Just some falling rocks?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I guess I continue forward.
Alright.
Appear safe.
Huh?
I said appears safe.
Very well. Let's keep pressing on. And alright. So, you guys enter through this pathway. And it starts out as a long, just a long, like hallway of sorts, until you eventually reach. Roll 20, work with it. There we go. Find yourselves deep within the mountains. And
Looks wait a minute. This looks familiar to another game.
I wonder.
I know. Okay, yeah, this looks very familiar to a game that I remember someone playing a while back.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, there's no way you played this game because you've made it well, made us well aware you've not played anything before Gen 6.
I got no idea which game this is though.
I know what it is. I know this room better than anything.
Uh huh.
Game.
But
It's
Just
one
looks
room.
familiar.